Where is Akpi, my people? Speed Darlington. Since they arrested him, the guy just disappeared. At this about now, I go hear say the guy don't go sue person where he arrest him. I don't understand why he was arrested. Because as far as I'm concerned, according to Nigeria Constitution, that arrest was illegal arrest. You can't arrest anybody in the name of cyberbullying. No. You can only arrest. There are two things according to Nigeria Constitution. Even our senior lawyer, Falana, just explain. There are only two things that warrant criminal offense. Whatever he said, there was nothing criminal that warrant him to be arrested. Or that should have been done, charge him to court. Because our Oga Patapata for law, son for that matter, senior advocate of Nigeria, when he felt offended that VDM used some words he didn't like, he said, I would have instituted a criminal whatever against him. But because of the law, he withdrew. Do you think that man doesn't have the influence to make VDM disappear for some days? He has it. But he obeyed the law. That's why I respect that man. Tomorrow, I don't care to know whatever you want to say about that man. Although there were some misunderstanding or emotional reaction from VDM, yet that man still obeyed the law. He didn't behave like users in our society that love to disobey the Constitution of Nigeria. The only thing that can make you to arrest person using the internet against you, according to Nigeria Constitution, is if the person shared pornography, your porn, your private part online, or if anybody say anything, another person call you those words, go burn village, burn city, cause arrest. These are the only two things. So by now, at this say Akpi go do sue person. That was what? An illegal arrest. They know. Because there was no criminal offense under the Nigeria Constitution. There's something we call freedom of speech. As long as that speech remove anything porno or cause arrest. Again, I think the arrest was a misuse of influence. If I was this man called Akpi, I will sue person to claim money. I'm telling you the truth. There are some lawyers that will buy the case. You know what thing? They say the man thought say person win Grammy through oil. I want to ask you, Grammy is not an exclusive name in Nigeria. It's not a trademark in Nigeria. I can have a Grammy program in my village. Even in my house, we do Grammy award. My community, there's something we call Grammy too. You cannot say it was referring to Grammy that took place in America. Again, let's assume the person that won a Grammy that it was referring to is Peter James. This name, Peter James, is not an exclusive name. Another person can bear Peter James, Mike Una, Bonus Quiz. That you are more popular using that name doesn't mean that another person in the village is not using the name. So if Akpi was referring to Peter James in his village, then Peter James, who won a Grammy in the United States, not feeling that Akpi was referring to him, or if Akpi was referring to another Peter James, which can be brought out as a witness that I am Peter James, I won this thing called Grammy. We gave it Grammy because Grammy is not an exclusive name. Of course, we can bring a witness. So this Grammy that Peter James won, that Akpi was referring to, they always use oil. The more oil they use, sprinkle on your body, or the more oil you can carry, that determines who wins. So if Akpi say Peter James, how many oil was used on you, or were used on you, whatever, doesn't mean it was referring to this one who sang and won Grammy, because the one you won, you use singing to win the Grammy, not oil. So how can you claim ownership of oil, Grammy, and win it? The prize he was holding on his hand, that is not Grammy of United States. That is a different one, representing the village Grammy, because that name is not reserved for anybody in Nigeria. Who said there's no mechanic competition when they use oil? The more oil you use, you can enter oil, or your guy use oil. Who said that was not what Akpi was referring to? That you are not claiming it from nowhere. Somebody enter internet. Your picture is not on his hand. Your video is not on his hand. Nothing to say he was referring to you. He said Grammy, P. Diddy, oil. How many oil was used on you? Peter James, Bona Aslick. You not claim it that is referring to you because you are the most popular person using that name. Who said other people are not bearing the name in the villages? There are some people in Nigeria, they call Stone Beater. They like to bear Oyibo names. So how can you claim the ownership of that name that Akpi was referring to you? Assume whatever he said warrant an arrest. Who said he was referring to you? These are the reasons why the only person that can determine the punishment is what? A judge, after presenting fact to the judge, because you don't know his intention. Unless it was forced other jurors to agree, he was referring to that person. For instance, look at President Tinubu, a man that had been highly criticized. I'm talking about our president. Has not arrested anybody, has not put anybody behind bars because you yab me or because you understand the law. I'm not encouraging it to. Kasimi, I don't bully people, but I don't like oppression. Okay? I love following constitution. After saying this, if a guy tomorrow comes up and say, President Tinubu, I don't like what you are doing. Oh, you spoil my life. You not arrest him. Who said he's referring to President Tinubu of Aso Rock? How do you know there's no another President Tinubu in Obalende who is the head of one mechanic club or a village club or a meeting they call like a United People of Benue, and the man's name is Tinubu, is the president of the association with evidence? So you cannot claim that this President Tinubu is the one in Aso Rock if I talk about President Tinubu, unless I give more details about the person I'm talking about with picture and many other evidences that can emphasize that you were referring to this man. So for arresting Akpi for saying anything that he said is illegal, is totally unjustifiable, that require an apology. And if no apology is sued, unless he agree with himself that he was actually referring to the person that arrested him. And if actually, Mr. Akpi, you were referring to that person, what you did is wrong. You have to desist from it. Anyway, it does not warrant you to be arrested. They should have dragged you to the law court so that that house you have built, you sell it, carry lawyers, drag you until you start to begging. But arresting you is not in Nigeria Constitution. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this for you to learn lesson. Number one, I'm not saying to go out and bully anybody. It's wrong. Consider people. People have feelings. But arresting person illegally is also wrong. Our great lawyer has the power to make BDN disappear through Nigeria's security system. But he did it, obeying the law. An individual cannot just say, pick that one up, that fish, pick the fish, pick that mosquito, and that man, because he doesn't have anybody, just go and pick him. Instruction, and go and pick that one, go and pick that one. No. What if today, you, that is a poor man, a big man, insult your mother, insult your father, insult your uncle via the internet? Can you order his arrest? No. Again, you where they bully people online, no bully you. You where they make people, they cry on their bed. They make people, they sob. They make people want to commit suicide using bad words. It's very, very wrong. And again, you, where they do illegal arrest, don't they follow due process? You are against the development of Nigeria. You need to desist from it. What do you think? Drop a comment in the comment section. Thank you.